For this version of the static hamstring stretch, we're going to use a stability ball up against the wall. And what I'll do is I'll start, typically like a 65 centimeter is what I found to be the best, maybe even a little bit bigger, so it's easier. You don't have to get so close to the wall. The smaller the ball, the closer you're going to have to get to the wall. So I use about a 65, if not a little bit bigger than this one, up to a 75. They both work great. So this is what we're going to put our leg against. So I'll sit up fairly close to the wall, put the ball up on the wall like this, lay back, bring my leg onto the ball, and I want the ball to be off of my heel, so just don't want the pressure point on your heel. Just go right below that. Now I lay back and see where the stretch is. So I'm not getting much stretch here, so that just means I have to move closer to the wall with my hips. So that's where a bigger ball gets a little bit easier, because it's going to push your foot away from the wall a little bit further already. But move in, sit back, lay back, and now from here, my hips are already coming off the ground, and that's actually the ideal position. So what I like to start off with is my hips slightly lifted, but my belt line or waistline is on the floor, but my glute is just raising off the floor a little bit. And I'll slowly straighten the knee using the quad muscle here, squeeze that, and then I'm going to reach my hip back down to the floor, press it back. So effectively I'm creating traction on that hamstring, so lengthening it out. So with this quad squeezed, straightening the knee. It might not straighten out all the way, but you want it pretty close, if not all the way. And then I'm reaching this hip down toward the floor actively, so it's really putting a good stretch on the hamstring here. So I can hold this stretch for anywhere from 30 seconds up to even a minute and a half, 2 minutes. I could use this as its own stretch, but if I'm going to go through a couple different positions here with you, so I'll do a shorter version. I'm going to do like a 30-second version here. See, it's a struggle for that leg with a little bit of bounce to it, just because that quad is trying to overpower the tension of my hamstrings. So this leg is bent over here, and I'm going to actually use this leg to help me support this leg for this next phase. What I'm going to do is take this one and just drop it to my right, so that when I take my right leg over there, it's butting up against this leg and it's creating a supporting kind of kickstand for it, so to speak. And I'm still trying to straighten this knee and reaching my hip back down to the floor. And now I start feeling the stretch on the outside line here, hamstring. I'm breathing, I'm trying to relax. The only place I'm active is in this quad. Now what I'm going to do is add a foot position in here for you. So I'm just going to take my foot and turn it onto its side and point through my toe a little bit. And you can really feel that stretch extending up into my calf, the side of the peroneals now. Keep trying to straighten my knee, reach my hip to the floor. And then for the third phase, I'm going to swing my leg out. So I'm going to use this leg I've been using as a kickstand now as a counterbalance. So I'm going to let it fall out to the left and then keep this leg straight and slowly bring my leg off to the side here. And I can use this arm to help support and the weight of this leg going off to the opposite side to help stabilize the leg. Squeeze the quad, reach my hip back down to the floor, and just keep it out wide. So now I feel the stretch on the inside of that hamstring. Again, I'll keep trying to squeeze, keep that knee straight, reach the hip to the floor. I'm breathing the whole time. Up to about 30 seconds here. And then I can come out of it. And I switch into the other side.